A little bit of sunrise, the view from inside my tent. Beautiful. It's about 34 degrees out. Look at that. Amazing. Good morning. It is 26th February. Happy birthday to my brother. I am leaving Addis Campsite and headed towards Plum Orchard Campsite or Shelter. I made it to the top of Kelly Knob, elevation 4,144 feet. I'm exhausted, but what a way to start the morning. Okay, I made it down Kelly Knob into Deep Creek Gap. I'm going to go on down the trail here, get some water. Donna from Green Dragon Hostel is going to let me know when my resupply box arrives. And then I'm going to get a hold of a local shuttle person that can pick my box up from Donna and deliver it to me at one of the gaps here on the trail. And then take my trash and the box itself back out of my hands. All right, making my final climb up Powell Mountain, about 3,800 feet tall. As you can tell, I still have a hard time with these hills. I often wonder if you ever get trail legs for going up these hills. I had to take off my base layers. I put on my short sleeve shirt, and I'm contemplating zipping off the legs on my pants and just finishing the day in shorts. But I'll just have to see how it goes in a little bit. But whew, I'm tired already. This is crazy. All right, coming down off of Powell Mountain, this is a view that I have. There we go. A couple miles to Dix Creek Gap, where I'll stop and eat my lunch. Well, I have made it to Dix Creek Gap, and now all I have to do is figure out a way to get across this highway. Holy cow, this is scary. I did it. I did it. I made it across the highway. I'm going to sit over here on the stairs, take a bit of a rest, have some lunch, and then move on. All right, we are in Hiawassee. Free hamburgers and hot dogs every Monday, and this is the first Monday they've started for the season. All the workers up there, little town area. This is awesome. Free hamburgers and hot dogs from 2 to 4 for all the hikers. Then they take it back to trail. All right, this is Plum Orchard Shelter. We did not tent there last night, or well, tented off to the side here, didn't stay in the shelter. We got in about 8:30. There's the bear box. No, there aren't bears in it. That's where you put your food. And then the purview is back down the trail up that way. So this was a really nice campsite area. This shelter, it's actually a 3-story shelter. But yep, and then the water source, we passed over that as we came up, is just down the trail a little bit over there. So it's raining this morning, getting ready to head out. Only going to do a little over 7 miles and hopefully hit Muskrat Shelter, North Carolina. So we'll finish our first state today. Climbing out of the Plum Orchard Gap shelter we were at and heading towards North Carolina. This is the view. Very light rain right now, but it should be off and on rain pretty much all day. All right, right, so we've made it down from Plum Orchard Shelter. Made it down here into Blue Ridge Gap. Take a little bit of a break. Some water, maybe a Snickers bar. And then start heading back out, getting up to that North Carolina line. We're on our way to the Carolina border. It's about 3.1 miles away. Started raining again. Just a light rain. Nothing bad. You can see we're getting into a little bit of fog. But overall, it's a nice day. If it's going to rain, it's the kind of rain you can hike in, not the downpours. A lot of uphill now. And then, of course, in North Carolina, there'll be a gazillion more uphills and even higher. Continue to climb and climb and climb. I think I am a hiker who hikes like a truck driver drives. Fast on the downhills and the flats, but slow as molasses going up the hills. The temperature is definitely dropping. You could hear rumbling of thunder out there somewhere. I don't know where I am anymore, other than I've crossed into North Carolina. So we have about 2 miles or so to our shelter, I believe. This climb is really kicking my backside. I don't know what the wind speeds are right now, but it has way picked up and the temperature has dropped. I'm no longer sweating. Actually, it's just, for me right now, comfortable. But I'm trying to keep moving because if I stop for too long, then it starts to feel cold. It's really quite difficult. Chris up there, we've been kind of within a half day or so of each other. Probably the last 4 nights camped in the same areas. First day I met him was Springer Mountain parking lot. He was taking a lunch break as I passed through. We chatted for a few minutes and then I carried on. I can't talk anymore. As I continue climbing, I can tell you right now, it is only because of your prayers that I am able to continue on. Oh my glory. I'll be happy to make it to the shelter, which was only 7.1 miles from where I left this morning. But this welcome into North Carolina has been a booty kicker. Oh my glory. I am hurting. I can't wait to get to the shelter. I don't even know if I'll unpack before I just lay on my back and put my feet up on my pack. And then stretch out. And after that, unpack and go. So I didn't have it in me to keep going, so I dropped my pack on the side there, and I'm sitting here getting some tuna and just put some electrolytes in my water. Somewhere there in the water bottle. In my water. I've got to get some more fuel in me. I just can't keep going. It's only 1.5 miles. We have a pretty sharp downhill and then a really steep uphill. And I just needed more fuel. So Chris went on, and I'm going to go ahead and sit here and at least get some tuna in me, get some of these electrolytes in me, and then finish out that 1.5 miles, get to the shelter, and I'm calling it a day. Muskrat Shelter is my final destination. This is the view today from the top of Raven Rock Ridge 4,643 feet. Unfortunately, there is just not a view.